For an actress to be a success, she must have the face of Venus, the brains of Minerva, the grace of Terpsichore, the memory of Macaulay, the figure of Juno, and the hide of a rhinoceros. Jacquelyn Wieden is a girl always on the go. If she isn't in class at Tulsa Community College, she's working at the Riviera Tanning Salon or rehearsing her latest acting role.
I work at a tanning salon, the Riviera Tanning Spa, and I've worked there for about a year now. I wake up at 6, I get ready, and I'm at the store by 6:30. I'm there until 10 o'clock. I work every Thursday and Friday from 7 in the morning to 1, but I basically clean tanning beds, and I'm a sales associate, so I try and sell lotions to customers. The hardest part would probably be whenever I have to give disappointing news to a customer. If their membership was canceled because they have insufficient funds or anything to do with money, people get upset. I love my job though, I really do. I used to be working to try and be a store manager, but I put that on the back burner because I wanted to pursue my dreams, as cliche as it sounds. I definitely spend a whole lot of time in my car, especially driving from Owasso to 81st. That's about a 25-minute drive that I make sometimes 3 times a day. I get in the car and I drive all the way to the other side of Tulsa to go to class.
Jacquelyn Wieden is your average everyday college student. Enrolled full-time with her acting scholarship, Wieden has her hands full.
I'm pretty fast at doing homework. I do it between classes, especially at the school. I like finding a nice quiet place to sit down and just work on it and be outside because no one likes to just sit inside all the time and do homework. But I definitely squeeze it in every possible chance I have.
I'm curious about other people. That's the essence of my acting. I'm interested in what it would be like to be you.
The fact that the theater program is the way that it is, like everybody there is so nice to each other. Putting on a show, there's just so much that goes into it. It depends on which part I'm doing, if I'm doing the actor side or the technical side, because I like to step into both sides of it. You have a reading process where you just meet and read the script, and then the next day you usually talk over it, and then after that the rehearsal processes start. Timing has to be just right, you can't be off. And that's crunch time, that's when all the technical aspects come in, because it's just a week of midnight rehearsals and having to do something 100 times over and having to get makeup on and get makeup off and breaking out, and that is a process. But then showtime gets here. Everything that you've been working on and stressing out about, like the whole blood, sweat, and tears, just make it worth it.
Welcome to Zurich.
Thank you.
And how was your flight over?
The feeling whenever I'm out there and I'm giving my bow and everybody's clapping for me, it's like a head rush. It's almost like its own high. And then whenever I go out there into that lobby and people are shaking my hands and people sometimes ask for autographs like kids will, and that's just the most precious thing to me.
Without wonder and insight, acting is just a business. With it, it becomes a creation.
Acting for theater and like doing film and doing commercial they're whole different ballparks, really. In theater, you're supposed to be very out there, and you know your facial expressions are so big and every movement is so big. But whenever you go and do commercial work, everything is so much more internal. There's no feeling, and it's start, stop, start, stop. Whenever you put on a play, you're on stage for this whole 2 hours, you are this character. But whenever you're doing like a film commercial, it's a lot more numb. It's a whole different type of acting. I have had to make quite a few calls between school and acting. There was one instance actually that I was doing Young Frankenstein. There was a run over with a job that I got in Oklahoma City. It was the opening day of Young Frankenstein, and I would have been about 30 minutes into the show by the time I would have got back to Tulsa. And I told my agent, I'm sorry, I have to decline this job. And we got into a bit of a scuffle about that. I had already promised my school and I couldn't leave. They would have been left hanging if I wasn't there. And you can't let those crucial moments growing up pass you by just because you want to be a famous actor. It's hard. I don't think a lot of people realize just how hard being an actor can be, because every day you are told everything that you've done wrong. You're just torn down from the bottom up. and then you're expected to come in the next day and be better than you were the day before. Take in all the letdown and all the negativities people give you and just turn it into something good. Because if not, the industry will eat you alive. I promise it will eat you alive. Take a breath. Take a deep breath and remember that you don't become famous overnight. Whenever I think of myself in the future and I think of me doing anything but acting, it almost breaks my heart. Like, I always want to be a part of it. It's one thing in my life that's just always been there.